Good evening, all and sundry, and welcome to another edition of La Theatre De Phe Nix. I am your artistic director / creative genius, Chaz Redhead. Usually I like wearing a white t-shirt with the jacket, but today I am in mourning for my 20s. I turned 30 tomorrow. I started this stream when I was 28. I don't know what that says about me or the people who agreed to do this, but here we are. Now, how to explain La Theatre De Phe Nix? We've been going for a year. Basically, I have assembled some of the most available talent in theatre and comedy, and together we are reading through the greatest works of literature, the Ace Attorney trilogy. We are on Game 3, and we are just about to begin Case 4, Turnabout Beginnings. Now, interestingly enough, this is the earliest case in the Phoenix Wright trilogy timeline, which is very exciting. We will never get to an earlier place in the canon than this. Canon. So make sure that you enjoy it. And, I mean, you've seen the content warning. We're not going to take it that seriously, because whole thing's a bloody mess, isn't it? Anyway, the stage is set. The actors are prepared. Let me just check. Tom Tuck is awake. Good. So, for now is the answer to that. Oh, and also keep in mind that there is a GoFundMe for Tom. Link is in the chat. And please do enjoy as the company of La Theatre De Phe Nix presents Turnabout Beginnings. Enjoy, everyone.
I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my long-time mentor, Mia Fay. Now I'm just going to look through my files. His name was Terry Foles, charged kidnapping, murder, sentence, death penalty. Fugitive moments. After escaping foils, met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison, cheeky. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met.
6 years earlier, Mia Fay, first trial. February 16th, 9:24 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4.
Ugh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. Holy crap! Oh my... Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia.
I didn't do nothing. I swear. I didn't kill nobody.
Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Okay, just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So, why did you escape anyway? Keep it cool.
Oh God!
Hey, I'm sorry. Please don't eat that. That can't be good for your teeth.
Oh, I didn't do nothing. I just I didn't kill nobody. I just want to eat the ball.
That's-
I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere. Just me and my ball.
Wow, you really... Did you come with that, or did they give you that in the prison? But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago.
That's right, ball and all.
Sorry, I told a wee lie.
Oh boy.
But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed anybody. Just my ball.
Just your I'm sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right?
Oh,
Oh God, stop. Okay, I'm really, really sorry, all right? Just stop biting on the ball.
they sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. And the ball did. I swear it. I didn't kill her. I could never.
Two days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed.
Oh dear, I'm going off the road.
Then, about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. Hey, after you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
No, that's a bad question. He's gonna gnaw on the ball again.
Oh, please don't say it's good. Oh,
Oh, the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped with my ball. She wanted to take it.
so that much is true. He did meet with the victim.
But I didn't kill her.
All right, okay, please just, how do you have all your teeth?
She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true. I wear a wee gum shield to protect them.
Is it a Scottish thing? I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. He's only like a murderer.
As much as you can trust anyone. I've been the court synth player for 35 years.
That's good. Thank you, strange old man.
My name is Harold, but people call me Harry.
Thanks. Bless you.
You're not going to figure out the truth just by staring at the guy.
You're... Why are you here?
I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den.
I'd start rowing back that phrasing.
I thought you maybe like someone to play with.
Where is Mr. Grossberg?
Grossberg, a portly gentleman, Ty, talks about his hemorrhoids a lot.
That's the one.
Well, that old man is probably still in bed, afflicted with his hemorrhoids. Now I bet he's clutching an empty bottle, mumbling in his sleep and screaming at his ass.
Ah!
That sounds about right.
Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando, and nobody else.
It's always helpful when somebody says their full name.
I always have to introduce it because I keep getting mistaken for somebody else, someone with a much more French name.
I didn't say a French. I didn't say any. So Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me.
No. You got it all wrong. See, today you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine an escaped death row convict for a first client.
Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though.
That doesn't bode well for your case.
Oh, Harry, stop reading my mind.
I'll relax. I just heard some good news.
Oh,
Now, the prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well.
Really? They let a baby do the proceedings?
Wouldn't have been the
No,
weirdest
just
thing
deals
that's
with
happened.
significant levels of incontinence.
Oh,
However,
right. Okay, yeah, I see.
unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention,
Oh, there is a baby?
he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. Been on that Baby Geniuses show and everything.
Wow, that's amazing. Genius?
Well, it's about time to head in.
Oh, that nickname's not going anywhere, is it?
I don't want to keep going with it, so I won't.
Really? Because it seems like you're leaning into the metaphor. Don't mind me, just old Harry playing his synth.
Sharpen those regular old fingernails of yours. It's go time.
Oh my god, it just gets better and better. Oh, solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. To be fair, I'd quite like to be there rather than talking to that Amanda.
Really? Have you tried being the only female guest on a podcast?
Yes. And that's what my client ran away from. I don't blame him. We've all been there. Well, most women. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me.
Even the baby gave up on it.
Even the baby. When I saw those overflowing eyes, and that deep, deep look, and heard that simple, childlike voice.
Oh, everybody back up. They're trying to do a mice and men. Back up, shut it down.
I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth.
What kind of truth?
Stop liking these bad boys.
February 16th, 10 a.m., District Court. It's everybody's favorite, ladies and gentlemen, courtroom number 4! Oh, bloody love courtroom
My
number 4.
ancestors will keep coming to this courtroom for
Little
years to
hammer,
come.
little hammer. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. Clean up after Chief Prosecutor Num Num.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Maybe that was too much. The defense is ready. You got it.
The prosecution has been ready for a while.
Good. Everyone's prepared. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers.
Prosecution, you will go on my first whistle.
Yes, Your Honor. I am Mia Fey.
Miles,
So, you're the new prosecutor everyone's talking about, eh?
Miles Edgeworth, he's so hot right now.
Yes, good ruffles. Say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age.
I did a lot of work experience, Your Honor, and I intend to wear this shirt for the rest of my career.
Good idea. It suits you.
I guess our little... Oh, nope. Hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh?
Why are you drinking coffee? This is a courtroom.
It's like 7 in the morning, man. It's a
Okay.
reasonable time for a cup of coffee.
Oh, don't
It's not
mind
like I'm
old Harry.
obsessed with it or anything.
I'll get back to my arpeggiating.
Come on, Mia. You can't lose. Not to someone younger than you.
That's ageist.
You're only a baby.
Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that.
Me neither. I've had 3 heart attacks in my career, and I still come to work every day.
Oh, Harry, you and your poutine, eating all those curds. Yes, then the defendant in this case is currently a felon in death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct?
Besides,
Right then.
But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison.
But he definitely did that, right? We all agree on that?
I think we're all pretty clear on that, yes.
On the day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered.
So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death.
Or maybe he's just the Falls guy.
Oh, Harry, I'll never get tired of you.
You got it, friend.
Thanks,
Little
Doc.
Hammer. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement.
Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago.
That's going to be a long opening statement.
The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court.
Courtroom number 4 gets all the good cases.
High for courtroom 4. His crimes were red kidnapping, red extortion, and red murder. The girl who flew off the bridge was only 14 years.
She was only 14 years old.
A truly horrible cream. I remember it well.
Who said cream? I could eat.
Easy, Harry. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted.
Much like this introduction.
Correct. But in the end, the finally decided the case was ... A certain red witness's testimony.
A witness's testimony?
Solid jump in from the defense.
The testimony of Detective Barry Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river.
That's the worst place to put a victim.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current.
Yeah, I've seen it on all the signs.
Yes, that's how I heard about it.
Most bodies have fallen in and never recovered, and there are a lot of bodies that fall.
Yeah, they should probably take the current thing off the signs.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away.
That police officer you just mentioned, that wouldn't be...
The victim, the same woman who was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant ... Valerie Hawthorne.
Ah, I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago. With only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him.
That's right, Swedish Abraham Lincoln. ...
Dot. Sorry, it's catching. Yes, the truth is becoming clear to me now.
Could you spell it out for the rest of them?
Huh?
Yes.
Oh no, he's about to go into Gilbert and Sullivan.
Little Hammer, it's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty.
Objection. Well, wait a minute. That's not right, actually. FYI. Slam. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Jesus.
Oh my god, he made the sideshow Bob stepping on a rake noise.
But watch yourself, Ms. Fay. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Kinga? Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders.
You're younger than me.
I was talking about Swedish Abraham Lincoln.
Thank you.
Why you? I totally missed that.
Little Hammer, now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I call the detective who's in charge of the initial investigation of this case.
Well, we can always trust testimony of detectives. They're always competent. Oh,
And
no.
no police are ever corrupt. Witness, State your name and occupation, the occupation that I've already told them.
Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir.
Seems he's half Italian-American and half asleep.
I finally got promoted to detective division half a year ago.
Well, I've just met this guy and I already don't like him.
I don't believe anyone asked you about that.
Well, nobody asked you to be a sarky bitch, but there you go.
Hey,
ma'am,
Your Honor, that objection.
you got any idea how much work it takes?
What, to be that dumb? Sorry, what is it?
You. You're really gorgeous.
This is a weird angle to take, buddy.
Excuse me?
It's called negging. Look it up. No, seriously, my heart is aching. It's aching for you.
This is way too strong, way too early.
That also, Your
Whoa.
Honor, objection?
I mean, sustained. Ovs.
Pull yourself together and try to be professional.
Thank you, Edgeworth. Like nobody was saying this.
I'll write you up in contempt so quick it's something other than your heartbreak.
Like
and
his
I'm
dick?
not allowed to write you up in contempt. That's something.
Edgeworth, thank you.
Okay, I got it.
Little Hammer. Now, detective, tell us about the incident.
Yes, sir, Your Honor, sir. Right away, sir.
And if you have any strong feelings towards me, you can let me know.
Oh, I'm really enjoying the little hair parting you've got in the middle, but we'll talk about that later. A victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran of the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss.
Oh, that's bad. Blood's meant to be on the inside.
It is meant to be on the inside.
That much has already been stated. We all know blood is on the inside in the autopsy report.
That's what it says.
It says that and some other things about organs. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself.
Well, now I'm just curious about what it said about the organs.
It's a lot about guts and stuff. In the
We've
trunk.
had quite enough of the detective organs. Thank you.
Yes, sir, I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here.
He's drawn it. He's drawn it. You could tell he signed it.
This is a sketch of the Orange Dustgate Bridge, an old suspensione bridge.
That's the worst kind of suspension bridge.
And the river that runs under there is the Eagle River Cacaw.
Oh, I heard about that with the currents.
Indeed. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge.
Oh, that could be important, Mia. Write that down. On top of the bridge.
Thanks, Harry. I'm running in town.
After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at the police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway. So,
Oh, it's a good thing the police checkpoint was set up directly next to the bridge.
I see. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge?
the victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir.
Not what I asked.
Unfortunately, well, I just like things that are thick. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge.
Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture.
You're in the wrong profession, mate.
Silence you. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there.
Your Honor. If you listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. Finger, the two of them certainly did meet on the bridge that day.
Why is that man dressed like a B-tier Castlevania villain?
Why, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser, he said in a flawless Canadian accent. Detective, proceed with your testimony.
Yeah, sir.
Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Okay, now. Listen carefully, valued work colleague. One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me, and get ready.
Thanks, kitten.
I do not tolerate sexual harassment in the workplace.
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge in the designated time and met with Mr. Foyles.
It's perfect iambic pentameter.
And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed the body into his cart trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain.
Did-up. Yeah, ooh, good. Yes. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge.
It's a very important bridge.
It
You
goes
hear
from
that,
one
lads?
side of
The
the
bridge
river
is
to
important.
another.
You all owe me a £5. I told you the bridge would be important.
Yes, everyone pay that person in the court.
You also told us that all of the currants were raisins.
Naturally.
Well, 6 of 1.
Little Hammer. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up.
Hey, settle down there, valuable lawyer to the practice. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee.
You could never spill me, Armando. You love me too much.
That's right, Jerry. I do.
I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here.
There must be something in the atmosphere.
The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, all right. Especially for a beginner.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, you should look at the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner here. Everybody.
Why is the man next to you dressed like everyone who gets thrown out of a nightclub?
I know. I think he must.
How do
look
you
more
know what
like
I've done
them.
every Wednesday for the past 13 years? Well, maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you got. Buddy.
Okay. Thanks. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all night watching.
Hi, my name's Jonathan Goldstein, and I'm going to tell you how to get a divorce settlement in this 16-part series.
Okay, let's see if I can go over this really quickly again. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet.
Hold it. This unknown person, you have no idea who it might be, right?
Sorry, but I'm afraid I do.
Wait, what?
The one who got Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Foyles.
What? The defendant called her?
Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. He left a note about her phone call with Mr. Foyles.
A note?
You know, like a little piece of paper. A top secret memo that she left on her desk.
According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls.
Yeah. Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me?
And what the hell was that noise?
I don't know. It was guttural. It just came out.
Is it my heart again?
I just got gas, Harry.
Honestly, it kind of made me more attracted to you.
After that noise, the judge is even more sure of his verdict. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer.
Okay, thank you. I'm so glad you're here to mansplain this.
For example, I'm not going to ask him how many leather bracelets he owns because I know it's at least 7.
That's a
You should
very,
ask how many
very
chokers
undercutting
he's got.
measure. I own 32, which I rotate out on a bi-weekly basis.
Oh god, he's still going. It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person.
Hey now,
You're an
don't make
all-star.
that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to. Look up my sad eyebrows.
Was that a trap?
It's a trap, Mia.
Trap!
Focus all your power on the prosecuting attorney.
Harry, what's wrong? You need to clear your throat, honey.
Oh, sorry.
With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. Wait, did I just say that out loud?
8 miles per hour.
Joy Horton went to the Dusky Bridge, and that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into a car truck, tried to make her get away.
Whoa, hold it! Mr. Falls had a car then.
Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, my am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? Nobody hikes anymore.
What? You mean the defendant drove his own car?
Makes sense. In my car, I feel safest of all.
No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light.
That's good of them. Car thieves. Not sure how I feel about car thieves.
You're a judge, mate.
So I guess bad?
I think you should be broadly against them.
Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything?
Ask him about pomegranates. We'll be here all day.
Oh, did someone say pomegranates?
No, nobody
Yes.
said pomegranates.
Nobody said pomegranates.
I mean, I'm not into pomegranates. And this is a photo of the stolen car's trunk.
Please be empty, please be empty, please be empty, please be... Oh, no.
Oh, damn.
Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Horton in there.
That's not where that goes. Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable.
I mean, she's dead, so it's pretty short, you know.
The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct?
Yeah.
I don't know what's so funny.
For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back.
I do not like where this is going already.
Now, if you understand the red pill philosophy...
We're talking about a
Okay,
woman
enough.
here.
You can't tell from the photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm.
It's pronounced Kanife.
I'm sorry.
The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car?
You mean apart from the body with the canife in it?
Apart from that.
I mean, here's a photo of the trunk. But apart from the photo of the woman with the knife in, I don't see anything strange. Do you?
Objection! Witness. If that's your real name.
It's not. It's.
Shut up.
Oh? What? Do you have something to say, Ms. Fay?
I am sorry. I totally forgot that I was going to what I was going to say. Wow, this is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that.
There it is
You
again, the
should've-
Sideshow Bob noise.
Who put this rake in here? Who you should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Fay, I'm not sure I like this. but I don't know how I feel.
Say there, my colleague in arms. One little piece of my coffee candy.
Candy?
Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee with liquor.
I mean,
how I've been drinking it for
do we need to confirm
35
that?
years.
Grr, I love coffee. Come on, Mia, shake it off. You're a lawyer. Just get it together. Detective.
Yes, ma'am. God, I love it when you shout at me.
This photo, you said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. Point.
The note?
Yeah, that's how you say it. Note. It very clearly says, wear orange, white scarf. I understand how that could be confusing for identification.
That's really confusing.
The column must have forgotten that what the victim looked like. Thus, this special request.
Katana.
I have one very simple question for you, detective. Where is the white scarf?
Can you see the white scarf, viewers?
I can't seem to find it in this photo.
Time's up.
Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am.
Slam! When you stopped there, you should have looked for it.
Oh my God, what an absolute
Little hammer. The caller told her to wire it to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this?
Snowflake size snowflake. I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you are searching for destiny for. Is it 1%?
It's a real douchebag use of perchance.
I don't think anyone's used perchance who wasn't a douchebag.
Perchance.
Where did you find that, sir?
It's a good question. And also, you might ask why I haven't shared this evidence with the court before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
I was
did you
gonna
do it
ask.
yourself?
I
You've been
was
holding it this
thinking
whole
that.
time?
It's like
Whose side are you on?
Yeah.
not your job.
I'm
Right.
on my own side, as you can see by my ostentatious
I
waistcoat.
mean, I know I'm new, but this has got to be illegal, Your Honor.
I'm like 90% certain that's illegal, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
You're not
Thank
sure
you.
about anything.
Harry?
I found this on Dusky Bridge.
I don't know why you're
I was
looking at
there
me. I'm just a synth player. I'm playing an
I was
old
there
moog.
first because that's how prosecutors operate here. And I decided to conduct my own investigation.
Why? Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, to be honest, I regret that. But I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel, which is not.
That's a terrible idea.
That can't be okay.
Sounds like a purse.
It's the safest place I know.
That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic.
For the illegal.
It's not exactly white, as the caller requested. So they can see. It's close enough for what it was intended.
Also, we're being vague about it now. It's a bit white.
It looks like it spent some time in the mud.
Much like myself.
So it's orange white then.
Not surprising, da-da-da. It was drizzling on the mountain that day.
Prosecutor Edgeworth. He was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time.
Little hammer, the court will accept the scarf into evidence.
Now, if the attorney for the defense has finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with my testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Fay?
Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck.
Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that ... Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on the bridge that day. Further, Finger, we will show exactly what occurred.
That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear it all about it.
Oh, everything is moving at his whim.
It's pronounced whim.
What, Harry?
A whim.
Don't forget, comrade.
It's almost like Quim.
What?
Don't forget, comrade. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius.
Because he's a liar and he makes up evidence? What?
He did hide that evidence.
Because he's only 4 years old.
A genius, huh? Yeah, well, you know.
Actually, there's an orange eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows her wearing the scarf, sir.
Pretty perfectly framed for an accident, but you know.
It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what was going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off.
Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up.
It is about a 40-feet drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below, which was, we all know, very strong current.
Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway?
Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party.
You're a lawyer.
A potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom?
Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify.
They absolutely did not want to come up in the spot looking extra fly?
They did not.
The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor.
It's a
I
person.
don't like where this is going.
It's a person, not a stained glass window.
Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel her. I've said too much.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Quelle surprise!
So, as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. Finger, I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge.
The truth is becoming clear to me now. Consult the tarot cards.
Did he just fall asleep?
Little Hammer, yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty.
Not again. That's not fair.
I don't think that's a proper objection.
Slam! I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. It's my turn.
Tarot cards, just they say no.
What do you mean, tarot cards, they say no?
Do it anyway.
I'm gonna. Thanks, Harry. So glad you're here.
Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place, but now it's in green. The photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows her wearing the scarf set, but now it's in green. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on, especially because it's in green. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and shoved her in the back, especially green.
Objection! Sorry, I zoned out for a second there. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct?
Yeah. And fog, too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere.
Huh, that was a little disturbing. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere.
I mean, if it's less disturbing, I could always use the word moist.
Witness, This is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk.
Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, Orange, something isn't right.
Little Hammer, well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit the conditions that day? Can you see at home?
Take that. Naturally, the answer is right here on her tit.
I don't like where this is going. The victim's coat?
Coat, yes. The coat.
Really should have led with coat.
Sorry.
Yes.
All I kept thinking was tit, don't say it. And it just comes out. I'm sorry.
Oh, that happens. As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it.
That's exactly what's strange.
What?
Remember the testimony? What were the conditions on the bridge that day?
Moist!
High and currenty.
Soggy, moist, all the horrible words. You know, it was drizzling and foggy. Dusky Bridge was all wet.
Really stuck the landing on that word, didn't you?
Just wanted everyone to make sure they heard that. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her chest would have been covered in mud. Coat.
That's exactly right. The other day I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled.
I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, it doesn't mean the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If Your Honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street.
I used to do that, but I got a bar now.
His glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet, but not muddy.
Why are we adding in the legal league as a piece of canon now?
I play one of the positions in that. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken, and good use of hockey and the legal league.
They're really leaning into the Canadian thing, aren't they?
Oh, yes, very heavily.
Can you prove the surface of the bridge was muddy that day?
The surface of the bridge, huh?
Real men wouldn't stand for a taunt like this.
Neither would a real woman. Click. Of course I can. ...
Exclamation mark.
Yeah. Here's the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. Take that! The evidence is ... this scarf.
Ah!
Yeah, but those things could be shit.
That. Well, hang on. It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud.
You can't be outwitted by this nub, bimbo.
Bimbo? Hey, same to you, buddy.
Oh God, did I say that out loud?
Oh my God, he called him a bimbo!
I don't think I like him anymore. I don't care how many ruffles he has.
Little Hammer, Ms. Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me.
I do admit there appears to be a contradiction between ...
Whether you're a bimbo or not, no, you are.
I think the appropriate term is a himbo.
Well, there's a gray area, a sort of limbo between bimbo and himbo.
Are you talking about the bimbo, himbo, limbo?
Exactly.
Gender is a spectrum and language is fluid.
Especially at Christmas, where it's a crimbo, himbo, limbo.
I don't remember what the first half of the sentence was. Slam! However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction?
Oh, because I know one of them called Jimbo.
Let's just all stop and play the Christmas limbo, bimbo, himbo, jimbo. It's the best game. I mean...
For every contradiction,
God, why don't you write that on a sign and hang it on your fridge, you pretentious D?
Bigger! Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
All right. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here.
I rarely give women a choice.
That doesn't surprise me.
You're doing pretty good for a valued colleague and a trained and talented lawyer.
Mr. Armando.
No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to an orange lie. It's either the orange victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the orange defendant and the orange victim, or the orange witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder.
Why are you dressed like a secondary henchman from a Steven Seagal film?
Listen, I have a second job working at the Olive Garden, and I have to be the inside of the olive, the little pea
when you're there,
mansion
your family.
God, I wish I could see my family again. Just relax and think it over. Pretty simple, isn't it? The orange false evidence. It's one of those three.
Thanks.
So,
God, he's right.
one of these things is not like the other. Little Hammer. What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that.
Kill a fucking a surprise.
I believe it's pronounced Rachel Surprise.
That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over there that said it.
Oh, don't throw him under the bus.
Jerry, it's the first day.
No, this court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know.
Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into the court. But we won't let them. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is.
Yes. The false evidence in this case is the ... Find it here. Slam! It is a no-brainer. Obviously, the witness... It's the witness that's suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
During this... I'm glad you're having a sing-song, because you're about to be thrown under the bus. During this earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind, orangely, and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen?
Yeah, that's what the witness told us.
Flick. That testimony ... is filled with holes. Thanks, Harry. Good music. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all.
Please speed up. I can't keep up the pace of this for long. My heart!
Good mooging there, Harry. That's true.
It's not just true. It's the truth.
Will you just give the woman a compliment, for fuck's sake?
If there was a truly decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that the boy Wonder over there would have called him in the first place.
Slam, Your Honor. The defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well.
Oh, you know,
my God. Nice.
She knows two kinds of
Little Hammer. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. ...
Snowflake sigh, Snowflake. You should brace yourself. ... For the brutal truth. ...
Question mark?
Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time.
Are they in your satchel? Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time.
Has he got a tiny woman?
What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me.
Yes, it seems he's developed shrink ray technology. Everybody run for your lives!
Harry, come back. We need more synths.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to put all the women in my tiny leather satchel.
Oh, this is getting creepier by the minute. What does he mean by the orange brutal truth? Oh my God, what has he done to those women?
Got a real Rick Moranis situation here. Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead.
Yes, free the tiny woman!
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons ... About 3 too many dots. The woman who saw the events that day.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here.
Witness, what is your name and occupation? And it's amazing that you've managed to get here without anyone seeing you before now.
Thanks for letting me out of the bag.
How did she get in here? Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter.
Except mine. I don't
Except
think that syncopation is natural.
You need to get that checked.
Don't like where this is going. Oh, when I look at you, how can I put this?
No, go on,
well,
say it. Say it.
Let's just
no, go
I'm
on, say it.
interested. What were you going to say, Judge?
Well, let's just say that were you food, you would be a double-double, which I believe is some form of chocolate bar, and a dozen donut holes. Good for you. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict. Let's go.
Go on, say it. Finish that thought.
I don't think I should.
thought.
It's not a great thought, and I don't feel like as a person of the law, the legal
This
league
is
would
my first
shut me
time
out.
seeing a trial, and this is horrendous. And that synth player is terrible. I could do a better synth job.
Hey,
Good
you
silence
leave Harry
that man in
alone.
the court. I'll throw you out for
He's
contempt.
doing his best, and he's doing it with heart palpitations at the same time, all right? So you just... Not so fast. ...
Snowflake size snowflake. As I said before, ... Finger! This witness is very sensitive and delicate, as you can see by the butterflies.
And the parasol.
Exactly. Who needs protection from the sun indoors? I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing them.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Ms. Fay, you could learn a lot from this person.
Ugh. He's such a gentleman. He sure doesn't act like one to me. And I've got bigger tits.
Sawyer?
Yes, my dear.
This is my first time, so I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes, but that seems standard practice.
Sorry, threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause, and for the insects I brought into the room.
Well, there's a lot of moths there. Not at all. It's no trouble at all. It's the peppered moth. It's a lovely one there.
Now then, may we please have your name and occupation?
My name is, Melissa Forster.
You have to think about it for a minute, Melissa?
No, I'm a college student. AA freshman in the literature department.
She's a freshman and she's an Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yes. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo.
Answer both questions, please.
How can you be so mean? I'm crying.
Now, see here. What are you doing shoving that in her face like that? Got right up close there.
Huh? But it's just, you shoved it in my face, and it's just a photograph. It's like, it's something dangerous.
You got it so close to my eyeballs.
You could
gotta cut
get
me.
Could have gotten a paper cut there. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you.
Oh, God. Oh, I don't like the turn this has taken.
You and me both, sister.
I don't like that we're fighting with the only two femme-presenting people in the room.
Is she staring at me?
And you would be...
Huh? I'm the defense lawyer. My name is Mia Fey.
Huh. I see. So you are...
Little Hammer, Little Hammer. Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Oh, yeah, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
And we'll hear Melissa Foster's testimony after a short 5-minute interval. We'll see you then.
Oh no! I accidentally timed out Chaz.
If you wish to throw down the gauntlet, it has been returned.
Welcome back to the wide legal world of misogyny. I am your reluctant host, Chaz Redhead, Artistic Director of Theatre De Phe Nix. As you joined us, Mia Fey is doing her first trial. She is defending former death row inmate, only former because he escaped, former death row inmate Terry Falls for the murder of Valerie Hawthorne, who, throughout this entire trial, I have thought has had a very bisexual haircut. Queer-coded at the very least. I will post the content warning one more time in case there are any new arrivals, and let's get back to it. Photography student Melissa Foster was just about to give her testimony. So let's head back to the courtroom now, shall we?
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers, as I am wont with my tiny lady hands. I noticed there were two people standing up on a suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred?
I believe the map would be of help here.
Not likely, the detective drew it.
So is this to scale?
Yeah, see that blob? That's me.
Oh.
I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field, surrounded by tall cliffs, flowers and moss as far as the eye could see, a dandelion, a deer, all sorts of feminine female things.
Why can't I get Little Shop of Horrors out of my head?
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to.
Ixnay on the asked-nay.
Oh, sorry, whoops.
Look at that, his little cute camera. Yep.
Finish the sentence, coward!
Oh, just like its owner.
Who, me?
I assumed Edgeworth. All right then, Ms. Fey. Time for your cross-examination.
It's like a hybrid of Little Shop of Horrors and Forville from Comedy Bang Bang.
But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my little hammer.
It's worse when you called it that.
I realized, as soon as I said it, I heard it.
That's a cancelling.
I was using my camera to take some pictures, and I noticed that there were two people standing up on a suspension bridge, and then suddenly they started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. What you got in your bag?
Objection. Witness.
Yeah?
When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant?
The photo, the one that you're holding.
Well, all I can see in this photo are two people facing each other.
That's right, Gumshoes. That's the notorious thief Carmen Sandiego. I'd recognize her anywhere.
But where in the world is she?
You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight.
The next clue as to where Carmen Sandiego is in Mount Rushmore, nestled in the heart of the Dakotas.
Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a orange crucial moment.
Well, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
She hasn't practiced law for that long, and it's her first case.
Shush, Harry. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Stop it. Make me look bad.
Well, you see.
The photo we presented was the only one.
But, Sam, but if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. Point.
You can't take more than one picture. You'd have to reset the flash bulb and get yourself underneath the,
They're different now,
the cloth
Harry.
cover.
Honey, sweetheart, they're very
And you
different.
don't smile.
Dough.
Oh my God, he talked about
Believe
a
about
photo.
the Simpsons reference.
My apologies, young lady.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're talking to her.
But Ms. Fay's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
He can certainly downplay a situation, can he?
I'm sorry. I've been badly behaved.
Yeah, good, yeah. Let's bail on that.
I used it all up. The film, I mean.
You ran out of film?
She ran out of film?
I ran out of film.
She ran out of film.
She ran out of film. This photo was the last one.
What?
Shrug. Unfortunately, that is true. Finger. That I do. I personally examined all the photographs she took that day.
How convenient.
All the photos serve the witness herself. Playing among the wild.
What a weird self-photo shoot. Frolicking amongst the flowers.
We called them selfies,
Loads of
Granddad.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos?
Well, you see, my camera has a timer on it, built into it.
So you took the photos of yourself? Who does that? That's not invented yet.
I remember taking some photos of myself once too.
I
And
wouldn't
something
I wouldn't mention that in open court.
pomegranate.
We've all seen those online.
Please, no details. Come on.
Little Hammer, I recall it was.
Exactly.
It seems that Ms. Fay's assertion was not so decisive after all.
What? Wait, just a minute. Hold up.
Oh, are we just naming panel shows? I'm sorry, I haven't a clue.
Mornington Crescent. Nope. Tara says no. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh?
Mr. Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo.
Where is this?
All right,
going?
hold up.
Where is this going?
Finger? Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes.
There's a safer way to word that.
Wow, what a stretch to get there. Mr. Edgeworth, you're such a poet.
Little Hammer. Very well then. I'm glad that didn't take the turn I expected. Let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge.
Boy, this guy really is a sucker for a sweet talk.
What is your sense of humor? What, like, I've been really trying to pin it down.
I'm just really awkward and I can't start a sentence without laughing. Looks like the other professional lawyer in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Nope, that's a photographer. Sorry, I'm just used to censoring that word with lawyer stuff.
Yeah, it's sickening. Stop doing that.
Wait, are we calling
Would you rather I just say the
now?
line?
I was using my camera to take pictures of the wildflowers, then I noticed that we were two people standing up on a suspension bridge, and suddenly they started fighting. The victim turned around and tried to run away, but, well, you know what happens next.
Objection! Slam. Witness, your testimony is a joke, and not a funny one at that.
What? But I just...
Ms. Fay, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry, because then I'll start to.
You can wipe your nose on my scarf.
I've not seen this many tears since.
No, finish that thought.
An Englishman went up a hill and came down a mountain. Live in Odeon.
I'm going to carry on. One short testimony and two bad contradictions.
What's
and
an
a lot of
Odeon?
tears. There's no possible excuse.
You say there were two contradictions?
Two contradictions.
A lot of strange senses of humor today.
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge, CKB. But if they were, and the victim had Orange turned around and tried to run, ... well then. Go on, you can finish it.
Oh, yes, sorry. I was just seeing it was a flashing blue light. She would have hit a dead end.
Slam, you said 10 yards, but she couldn't have ran even 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side.
Oh my God! She made her cry again. What a monster!
Oh, little hammer. What does this all mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie.
You think I'm charming?
Shut up. That's all there is to it.
You can say it. Oh, God. I'm crying.
I'll move this rake. This beautiful young person has been lying to the court.
The moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth? ...
Shrug. Your Honor. ... Allow me to personally apologize for the confusion.
What do you mean?
There's one finger on making a mistake in this time.
What did you say?
He said there's one major mistake in the diagram.
Thanks, Harry.
Your Honor?
I can see that the judge is talking, but no sound is coming out.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I just needed to know what you're referring to. You know, apologies, diagrams. What do these words mean?
It's all because this diagram was made after the mentioned. It's a very old bridge, don't we? We couldn't find any official blueprints of it.
So you're saying we only have unofficial blueprints?
I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, waggly. There's no evidence you can prove that the bridge is drug insurance.
We've just seen a picture, you bell hat.
That's ridiculous.
You can't actually tell if this is the bridge from the photo. That's not an extra court, nothing here.
I'm not sure about this one.
I've heard a single word of this.
That guy's good.
Here's a challenge for you, buddy. I'll give you
Okay.
a crisp $5 bill if you could start a sentence without ha.
Huh? What do you mean?
Ha! Oh, damn. He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward.
Little Hammer, well, Miss Fay, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
What?
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
Oh, no, it's not your fault at all.
Now then, da-da-da. Shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish, once and for all, what it was that the witness actually saw.
Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on. Where have the moths been?
We're all on your side, Ms. Foster. And the moths is lovely.
There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
I'm so sorry. I forgot the moths. I've brought them back. Are they better? I can make them flap more.
Yeah,
What do you
these
need?
ones are good. Just stick to your fishing wire. Stay
I'm
about
so sorry. No,
as
nothing
long
to
as
do,
you're
nothing
out
to
of
worry.
frame. I
Sorry.
think it works. Yes, sir. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure that the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. I fucked up again.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Must have been difficult.
It was. Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh, well. Maybe I'll stop off at my nighttime job on the way home. They do make a great fettuccine Alfredo.
This trial isn't over yet.
Tell me about it.
That's what I like to hear.
There, again, your sense of humor is alien to me.
All right, Ms. Fay, your cross-examination, if you please.
The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack.
You gonna hit me?
No, because I'm a professional.
That sounds like you're gonna hit me. I don't want to catch those hands. He carried her over to the car, but I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden, like I said before.
Objection! A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that.
Okay.
However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Moths.
I know the answer.
Yes, Harry.
It's the currents.
Dot.
Well, sorry, I wasn't listening, Harry. What is it?
Take another look at the map of the area that the detective drew, and you'll see how.
Really going round the block to walk next door, aren't you?
Shut up, Harry. Let me have this moment. Don't take this from me. There's a river right below the bridge.
Holy shit.
Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something very interesting about the river.
Those who are not aware, the river is well known for
Yes, it's on all of the signs.
most bodies could fall in and never recover, doesn't it?
They should probably take that off the signs.
Yes, I remember being there as well.
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found.
Oh, holy shit.
Slam. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River.
Oh my God, is this a maths problem? One second, let me write this down.
Got you flustered?
And 5
p.m. You can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the river.
That sounds a bit like
I've tossed about 12 bodies in that river. I've never been caught. I'm flagrantly here now.
Order. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Ms. Fay. But I must admit it does seem odd not to have thrown the body in the river.
Everybody would
Oh, okay.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
No quite size, no flesh. Outside.
Well, dear God, what a sad little life, Miles.
Tap the place would do well to try taking a dip in the river itself.
Is that a death threat?
Oh, was that
Finger!
a threat?
After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways.
Judge, that can't... Well, hang on. What are you talking about?
My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal.
This is seeming like a reach.
The fact is that it is what it is. Finger, none of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw.
Okay. Little Hammer. Ms. Fay, it seems your assertion is without merit after all.
Does reasonable doubt not exist?
Not anymore.
Objection! But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. I cannot be the only one who sees this.
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car.
I mean, that's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us.
Ugh.
Please, witness. Really pretty witness. Go on with your testament.
He went a bit southern there. Did you hear that?
You got a little lilt in your voice. Okay, I'm gonna try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw.
He's sounding more like a preacher every time he speaks.
Otherwise, mean lady might yell at you again.
What? Who is he talking about?
He's talking about you because you're mean and a lady.
Hey,
She
I'm
yells.
really nice.
She yells at me because she wants me to bite back.
I'm nice. I don't yell at... I never yell. I never yell.
Do you know what
You're
nice
yelling now. You're
Do you know
yelling
what-
now. Right now, you're yelling.
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you want more fluttering, less fluttering? Where are we
Just
on fluttering?
slightly more. I'm trying
More
to invoke
fluttering.
sympathy.
I can do sympathetic fluttering. I got it. Okay.
Do you know what
Thanks,
nice
Jimmy.
people never have to say? I'm nice.
Harry, whose side are you on?
Sorry.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and he hid the body there. What's that in your bag?
Objection.
Oh my God.
Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time.
Stop shouting at me.
That was nice. I said that nice.
Keep your voice down, Mia.
Oh, just turn it down.
I said it nice. Oh,
Jimmy, the butterflies are working.
you made a crucial orange mistake.
Take your volume down.
A crucial mistake? Like what, Ms. Fay?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
God, I'm standing right next to you. You're giving me tinnitus.
I'm not yelling. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes.
Yes, and?
Oh, I know this. Yes, and let's go to the beach.
Yes, and it's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram.
Hey, there's no
Yes.
need to bellow, love.
Yes, and stop yelling.
The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of the rock is directly in the way.
Yes,
Nice.
yes,
Is that
and
nice?
I climbed.
That's right, Miss Coster. That's right. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car.
That is shouting. That is shouting.
Oh my god. I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. but
Excellent.
Your
Add that
Honor,
to the record. Mia, write
Your
that
Honor.
down. That could be important.
I'm writing
That was
it
the
down,
woman
Harry.
shouting. I'm sure we can all agree.
Oh, yes,
Thank
definitely
you.
shouting.
It isn't so tall that it would stop us seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all.
But I am.
You're pinging. I can see your eyes are like dinner plates. I was able to see its car just fine.
Oh no, I think I'm fucking coming up.
Oh, Harry.
So we better get this party started.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash.
Does anyone have water? I'm really thirsty.
I like it when you flick your fringe.
I've got coffee.
Would you like some gum, Harry?
Yes, please.
There's some gum. There you go. Have a
I
seat
believe
now.
it was the witness who presented this orange as orange evidence. I've never nailed that. To the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. Look how far the flash goes.
Stop screaming.
You can clearly see this left side of the bridge. But the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like, an orange cliff.
Ah, Orange Cliff. I remember him. He's on my legal league team.
Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff from his team, but still you claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
Stay with me on this. Have you seen Mary Poppins?
Little Hammer, Little Hammer.
I-
You've
I-
all
I'm-
seen Mary
I'm-
Poppins.
You
Right.
know how she
Order,
uses
order,
her
what is,
umbrella.
what is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? I would like a description of the word ballyhoo.
Run. Don't jump in. It's the conclusion. The fact that the escapee fled the stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing the murder, I'm sure you can appreciate the witnesses. Very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. And then bought a
Objection! Sam, but she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony.
Stop shouting.
I'm trying. Point. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Oh.
Mr. Judge,
Sorry, playing what? Sorry, playing Tetris. What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong. Excellent work on the butterflies, Jimmy.
Thank you. I just brought them in at the right moment. You know, it felt right.
Hold it, Melissa, with the butterflies and your friend. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. Time out.
Questioning my work. I am a
out.
professional wrangler here. I will not have my work questioned in this way.
Oh,
Do
wow.
You know how hard it is to get these things to pupate on a schedule? I think not.
Moth wrangling is not on trial here.
I'm
It's
so
incredibly
sorry.
expensive. His work is phenomenal.
It's gorgeous. I'm really sorry. God,
There is an art form here that you do
How
not
rude of me.
appreciate.
wow.
I'm sorry. I get passionate about my work. Please continue.
That's okay. You do beautiful work.
Thank
Amazing
you.
work. We'll talk.
Can I ask
I'll
what
take
the
your word.
incubation period is?
Anyway, hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that.
Finger. Miss Fang. No one on the face of the planet is perfect.
Speak for yourself. I'm delightful.
Yes, indeed. No one is perfect. Not even Orange Cliff. I mean, you know what they say? To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
Wait, what? That's not fair.
Oh my God.
I'm divine, but no one ever tells me that.
Huh?
I've heard.
Save the tears for later, friend.
Mr. Armando.
Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward.
And certainly don't look back in anger.
I heard that.
But that wasn't fair.
Okay, pal. You need to relax. Then you need to remember the other individual's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there.
So tell us, how did you know that? How did you know that he orange broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom.
Ah, Jimmy,
Stand
flutter
straight.
harder.
What he
Flutter
said.
with conviction. I flutter with truth.
Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were orange scratch marks from where he broke into it.
What? Well, let me see that photo. It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Ms. Fay, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere? Let me have a look here. Melissa Foster. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself.
What?
You said you were in a field taking photos of wild flowers.
That's really what she's running with.
Really what you're going with. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches?
I'm a little teapot.
Finally. I finally got her.
I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here.
Perhaps it would be faster, Miss Fay.
Plan, Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... Select my answer. Yeah. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes, what was it?
Naturally, ... When she opened the trunk, ... and stuffed the corpse in herself.
Accusing the witness of the crime. I've never seen that except in every trial.
Whoa. ...
The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Drumroll, please. Okay, Harry, don't do it then. Melissa Foster! It was you that did it, wasn't it?
You're obsessed with me. You're obsessed. That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one. I mean, look at my little lady arms. I couldn't do that.
I don't think so, Miss Foster. Nice try. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk...
Bad idea to mispronounce your client's name.
I know, I forgot his name for a minute there. He would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open.
But he stole the car.
He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Which means that the key would have still been in the ignition.
Oh, I get it.
Flick. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. Slam. Point. It couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk.
Oh, I'm coming up. Here comes the arpeggiator.
No!
Objection. But we must suggest the witness to the body. Is that true? That was true. Then how would you explain the photograph? It could only have been put in the trunk when the orange incident occurred. And we told it at the time. She was taking photographs.
Now is your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. Finish him. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. ... There's no need to think too deeply about it. ... What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself.
But it's my camera.
Quickly,
It's
Mia,
my
what should we
camera,
be
shows you.
presenting?
I don't know. I'm having a look.
What should we be presenting? I really want you to think about this.
The shutter may not have been pushed herself. It would have been one of the photos, perhaps? I don't know.
The shutter for this.
The camera.
The camera. Take that. I don't think you can make a mistake about it. Take a look at our camera.
Really? Because you almost did.
I know what I'm doing, Carrie. It has a timer built into it. See, I know. Even a mini tripod. I know cameras. I know what I'm doing. Almost as if the camera was brought just to take this picture.
Objection. What are you trying to say then, Miss Fay? When the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the orange field as she claimed?
Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly, she was not in the field.
Little Hammer, would the defense please explain further? I
Yes.
thought I'd interrupt you to ask you to explain more.
Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity.
Well then, please answer this question that I interrupted.
Where do you think she was?
Oh yes, where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the Bridge A occurred?
Where do you think, Mia?
She was
on the other side of the
on
cliff.
the
I told
other
you.
Side.
What, here?
Go back, right back where I said. Go left a bit.
Left.
And then down. Down. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Genuinely?
That's not cool.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
cool.
where I
I
could
don't think she was
find it.
there. I think she was right where the K is. Or
No.
the B.
Nuh-uh.
Maybe on the bridge.
Told you
maybe
I was
by the
back.
car. Take that. Naturally, the witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing.
Oh my god, the
Right,
twists and
so
turns.
Might be that she was
turned into a bit of a
knife.
game, I guess.
Little Hammer, order. Miss Fay, what on earth?
Us, we're on Earth.
Oh, yes, of course.
Your
Thank you,
Honor,
Harry.
if I may, ... After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. Off he goes. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been orange before the defendant met the victim.
How accurate. Of course, Mr. Falls met with the only person with the opportunity to put that victim in the trunk, is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls.
Objection. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
What? Figure. I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life.
Strap in, it's going to be a rough legal career for you.
Then who exactly is the orange victim in this photo?
It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
Well, who, me? Who, me?
What?
Jimmy, now's your chance.
Only possible explanation.
Nobody going to point out that the judge made the Tim Allen noise?
The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. No. It was you, Melissa Foster.
Me?
Yeah, let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Fallis himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
The defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted.
Objection. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary.
Oh no, he didn't get 5 easy years? That's a good sentence.
He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. Prison will do that to you.
You are just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
It's almost like everyone's sight reading.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have a satchel full of lots of random bits of evidence that have come out of nowhere. I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open.
And I can't wait to see you pick it.
Oh, God damn it, Mary. At the time of the incident, Mr. Frawless had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like.
And what is the piece of evidence that shows that he had forgotten what she looked like?
Maybe the camera again. Maybe the camera.
Is the camera?
No. Don't listen to the witness. They're trying to throw you off.
God
Maybe
damn
the
it. She's just
scarf.
so enticing. Right. Okay, look. I know because it is a photograph. The scarf.
Shit, I didn't think it would actually be the
I
scarf.
knew that. Boom. Mr. Fallis had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification in Orange, namely this muddy scarf. I knew that. I'm so good at this.
Ah, no, fuck, shit.
It was Mr. Fallis who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left.
What I order?
In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne.
Sorry, I just can't flutter around somebody so obviously guilty.
Well,
Jimmy, you bastard, I'm paying you so much.
even Ginny knows. What do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? She vanished.
Stop shouting!
She combusted. What happened?
Are you happy now? I'm in the ether. You're breathing me in.
Where's Miss Foster?
That was...
She's collecting herself in the lobby.
From the particles that she dissolved into.
I mean the fuck. What?
What? Oh my God! It's
It was entirely held together with moths. When they left, there was nothing left of it.
Melissa Foster was held together with moths.
That is not canon. Nobody write that down.
I wrote it down.
No!
Avenge me! Avenge me!
She did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. That crazy bitch. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why'd she do it?
Well, isn't that obvious? Like everything else, apparently? She's the true criminal in Orange.
Wasn't even a joke.
Little Hammer, well, have to wait for Miss Foster to amalgamate herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are instructed to wait in the lobby. There will be tea and cake.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Understood.
Little Hammer, very well. This court is in recess.
Well, what a series of revelations. And we will be finishing off Turnabout Beginnings next week. Oh, jam-packed case, we can all agree. But now it's time for my favorite part of this, which is the digital round of applause, where we show our thanks and our appreciation for the incredible cast of La Theatre De Phe Nix. Do give them a follow on social media. All of their handles are in the chat for you right now. And now we go to individual plugs, starting with very justified leading lady, Louise Beresford, as Mia Fey.
Oh, what fun. What fun. I don't really have anything to plug at the moment. I will do at some point soon, but I don't want to say it yet. But what I will say is, oh my God, my brain has gone blank. I think we should all, actually, you know what? I'm dedicating my shout out to a certain birthday boy tomorrow. Yes, it's Chaz Redhead's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday to Chaz, our fearless leader. I think a nice little digital clap for him.
Thank you very much. All gooey now.
Sorry, if you don't mind me saying, Louise, all claps are digital.
Oh, yeah. Makes a good point.
At the moment, yes, they are. All...
That's very good.
Makes a good...
It was a joke about fingers.
Speaking of which, Tom Tucker's Miles Edgeworth, great to have you back. Great to have you back. Do you have any plugs?
I think I'm going to start streaming at some point.
Yes.
Because I've got a new computer. So follow me at Turley Gold across the internet if you like Magic the Gathering.
There we go. Lovely. We also saw for the first time a different judge, played with aplomb by Company Swing Reese Lawton.
Woo!
Reese, your plugs, please.
Yes, if you can, by all means, check out Jury Games, The Inquest, and you'll find both myself and the wonderful Sarah Griffin, amongst other people. Also, just look after yourselves. Spend some time, just drink some water, have some tea. Make sure you're looking after yourself.
Where would people go to find out more information about Jury Games?
I assume jurygames.com. That'd do it. I should have remembered that right off the bat.
Well, I'll put it in the chat and see if it links anywhere.
Yeah.
Let's roll those dice.
See what happens.
We also had Miles Hurley, a stalwart of season 3, as Diego Armando, professional bellend.
Not Gatto.
Definitely
Different
not
character.
Gatto.
Definitely not
Definitely
Gatto.
not Gatto. Different character.
Oh, gosh.
Any plugs, buddy?
I watched this stream on other days. It's very good every day of the week. Chaz is great. Beyond that, I don't know, run yourself a hot bath, enjoy a nice cup of tea, live life to the fullest. Sorry for all the goddamn misogyny.
Yeah, that makes sense. We also, and it's great to have this late into the 3rd season of La Theatre De Phe Nix, we had a La Theatre De Phe Nix debut today. We had a debut today. Ross Drummond as Terry Falls.
Oh, what an honor.
Terry Falls is going to be taking the stand next week. I'm very excited about it. Ross, do you have any plugs?
Do I have any? Yes, I suppose. My band. I play a band, and we released our album back in January that you can go and listen to on Spotify, on all sorts of things. The band's called Cheap Meat. The album's called The Parts That Show. It got 4 out of 5 in Kerrang, so it's not totally shite.
Nice, awesome, man. That's so cool. We also had the return of Dick Gumshoe, or the debut of Dick Gumshoe, considering the timeline. And we had again, stalwart company member subbing in, Alex Dowding as Dick Gumshoe. Alex?
Yeah, plugs. Still because they need all the support they can get. Sisters Uncut. Lovely man named Chaz Redhead.
Yeah.
And also just a shout out to moisturizer with an SPF in it, because I got sunburned on Sunday.
That's a hell of a sunburn. You can't see this.
Now Wednesday, and I still look.
And last but certainly not least, in somehow both the most perfect and the most strange vocal choice I've heard in a while, Rosanna Super!
Yo, what's up?
As Melissa
Yo.
Foster.
Yeah, thank you so much. One of many swing bullshit characters I have come into in this wonderful project. My plugs, we watch Omnibus Theatre in Clapham are doing an online sharing of my sort of musical lesbian space crime, 20 minutes of it over Zoom. Hey, it's not going to be what the final product is, but it doesn't matter. Come and have a watch on the 19th, if you like.
Where can people find out more information about this?
Omnibus Theatre's website or their socials, or Airlock Theatre, my theatre company's socials, or don't come. Look, free world. Do what you gotta do. Also, my other plug is that it's Chaz Redhead's birthday tomorrow. Big up aging. Big fan of that. Big fan of that.
And that's on the 19th, did you say?
But yeah, 19th. And then your birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah, it is tomorrow. So all that's left for me to do is to do my plugs. First of all, I stream minimum 4 days a week. Obviously, you're here for the Wednesday stream. Tomorrow, which is my actual birthday, I will be streaming in the afternoon, doing an hour of Ring Fit and then an hour of Animal Crossing, so I can have all of my villagers come to celebrate my birthday. It'll be wholesome as hell. Saturday evening is at 8 p.m. is game night, where I play some Fall Guys, play some Dead by Daylight. Sunday afternoon, Superhero Sundays, 1 p.m. We're playing through Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. And you can also see me Sunday evening at 8 p.m. I will be a guest on Katie Pritchard's Twitch channel for Guess Who with Tom Shue, which will be a lot of fun. The other thing I should really plug is not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I am doing another 12-hour live stream because I can't get enough of it. I am taking on my Twitch nemesis, Tom Crosby, in a co-stream event from noon till midnight to determine who is the best. And also, we will be raising money for Win Visible, which is a charity that specializes in supporting women with visible and invisible disabilities. So all for a great cause. So please do join me on that. If you've liked what you've seen tonight, you can find previous episodes of La Theatre De Phe Nix on YouTube. We are now 4 episodes behind. I will upload all of those as soon as possible to get those put together. And I also do something called the Cardboard News Network, which is a topical comedy show, which Tom missed one because he fell asleep. But then we got him back for the next show. It was great. We had a nice time.
I mean, I've still got the hat if you want to put me on.
Yeah, that's true. We actually have the final season of Cardboard News Network on Twitch will be happening in May, so do keep an eye out for that. And we need to find someone to raid because it's always nice to raid somebody else. Thank you so much for joining us for La Theatre De Phe Nix. I can't believe I am 2 years older than I was when I started this, but it is always a delight. And I am truly blessed to be able to spend time with such wonderful, talented people. And I'm glad that you all enjoy it as well. Excellent. Very good friend Rick Carranza is streaming, so we are going to raid Rick Carranza. And the raid message is, objection! All caps, exclamation mark preferred, please. Objection. I feel that makes the most amount of sense. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow for the birthday stream. If not, I love you very dearly. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Ta-ra for now.